Sorry, Mama said I'm not allowed to talk to strangers. How are you all doing? My crystal ball, the design. Hello, Stella. Hey, I'm Bucket Sisters all. Hello again, Stella. Hey, High Priestess Holly. How are you guys doing? I gotta make apologies and love yous from Lisa Jones. She is currently not feeling well and laying down for a sec. Unfortunately, I know all too well how she feels, considering the fact that we both have that very buggered thing called seizures. So, if we could all just keep her in our prayers and wish her
Hi,
uh,
Tracy.
wish her an awesome evening, and that it doesn't happen, that she manages to balance out and things get better for her. That would be much appreciated, because yeah, it ain't easy. Hey Tracy, sorry. Hello Tracy, how are you doing?
Hey, Miss Casey.
Miss Casey, Miss Casey, you've been having some naughty chats in your live streams lately. Don't think it has gone unnoticed. So yeah. So to Miss Lisa, we love you and we're praying for you. And that you get better soon. Well, that you feel better soon. And you know we'll always be here. And when we're not here, we'll always be everywhere else. So yeah. Well, tonight's live stream is a weird one. Well, not really a weird one, but hmm, yeah, you do have some crazy people in your live streams, don't you? Bunch of nutty people. I watched a video the other day. No, I think about 2 days ago. Yesterday, day ago, 2 days ago. Yeah. Um, Mystery Maven Esquire. I watched a video of hers a while back, the one where she hey New Orleans lady, where she basically explained the whole, that thing with Q Carlock and Fiona, Shrek's wife, that one. um, she explained all the legal jargon to explain to pretty much all of us what that means, which I found very enlightening. But that was not what caught my attention, because yeah, there's a lot of fuckery on YouTube. I said fuck again before 5 minutes. Damn it! Anyway, who did you time out? Oh, you timed out Tracy. um, my crystal ball. Okay,
Oopsie.
let's do that. There you go. Now she can't be timed out. Sorry, Miss Tracy. When you see you'll be back and you'll have a pretty blue wrench, so you won't be able to get timed out. Let's do. Come on, let the three little buttons show. Show me the buttons. Buttons. Nah, it won't show me the buttons. Okay, I tried. It's okay. I'm sure you did not mean it. So, yeah, long story short, um, I'm sure Miss Tracy will be back momentarily. um, so sorry, Miss Tracy, that was a whoops. But yeah, as soon as you come back, you'll see you have a wrench.
That's what I get for throwing through the bus.
well,
That's sweet.
well, you're still doing pretty good. So yeah, hats off to you. Um, yeah, back to Mystery Maven. That's not what caught my attention. What caught my attention was she did a video, and I actually linked. Hey, Miss Pamela, I actually linked the video to the bottom of the description of this live. The video was titled "Stop the True Crime BS: A Rant on Harassing Victims and a Call to Action." Commentary rant on the state of true crime, YouTube true crime creators harassing victims, families of Kaylee Jones, Dylan Rounds, Monkey Vaughn, and others that continue to be attacked with no support. In my opinion, we can do better, which I completely agree with. If you guys are interested and would like to, I am going to drop the link to that video. So if you guys wanna, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you don't leave my live stream and come back when you're done. Yeah, that's your choice ultimately. But please go check out that video and give her a sub. Tell her I sent you. um, because that was really insightful and was really good. And the thing that got me best of all was the fact that I left her a comment on that video because I saw where she was going with the creators towards the victims and the misinformation and everything that was being spread. But I felt that there was one thing that is becoming a serious problem now as well, which we're not talking about enough. And that is the subscribers, the followers of these channels, and how they're being treated. Hey, Shatika Woods, how they're being treated. So, yeah. Then I left her a little comment. Well, a little. I left her a long ass comment. So, just say it. I said I agree with you completely. There are so many creators out there that are making a mockery of these cases, the victims, and their families. It has to stop. Misinformation is spread so quickly just to get the crowd running wild and the super chats flowing. It is extremely damaging to the investigation into these cases as well as the mental health and well being of all. I have been following true crime on YouTube for about 18 months now. And with each passing day, I see creators with huge egos screaming at their followers for simply asking a question in the chat, and then to get that followed up by the moderators and other followers calling that person all sorts of names and blocking them from the channel because they do not fit in with the echo chamber that the creator desires. You got creators going real life on other creators, followers of one channel not being allowed in another chat room because it is seen as a sign of betrayal. It feels like these people are trying to play a real life version of Game of Thrones, and they don't seem to care about the damage they are causing. It saddens me that the followers of the channels just keep following blindly. Will they ever reach a point where they can't take it anymore? Will they ever stand together and make it stop? Victims' lives matter and sub lives matter. So, yeah, that was my long ass reply to her. She replied with pretty much the same length as what I did. She said, "Hi, Griffey. I hope you're doing well. I love everything you shared here, and I agree so much with it all. Thank you for sharing your thoughtful perspective. The creator behavior lately is often so outrageous. When did coverage of true crime cases become so ego driven and all about the creators. How does any of that help the victims? So often, the voices in chat that speak up for victims or calling out something that's unethical are immediately blocked, and then some mods have a field day roasting them. It's like mob mentality headed up by schoolyard bully. I know there are others who think the same way but are passive because they fear the repercussion of the creator and occasionally the rogue mod. That's so crazy to me. How did this dynamic become so prevalent these days? I think it's easy for this to occur with an echo chamber mentality. A creator will never change if they shut down any respectful constructive feedback and silence anyone with a difference of opinion. I agree with you, you make a good point. It's also about when are the subs going to say enough is enough. So that resonated with me. That resonated with me a hell of a lot because it got me thinking that we started up on the right path with the free the we.
I
Uh,
can actually see.
did I do something now? Um,
Can you guys stop beating buttons?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry where the wind blows. I'm sure that was another oopsie. Oh, I forgot you don't want a wrench. I forgot that. Where the wind blows. She said she didn't want a wrench. So yeah, I gave her one to try and bring her out of that deleted comment, but okay, it didn't work. Kentucky said she's sorry. But yeah, um, as I said, when I watched that video and thought about it, I think we were headed down the right path, and I gotta say, thank you to Oklahoma and Lisa Jones, specifically Lisa Jones, because without Lisa Jones and her fantastic awesomeness, I wouldn't have seen it for the beautiful thing that it was. Point one, and I would not have seen where it could possibly go.
Ah,
So yeah, hey Joyr, hey the real Brenda, and Where the Wind Blows, and Kintsugi, and who did I miss? High Priestess Holly, I think I got yeah. Hey Brenda Larky Mama. Um. So yeah, I think I got everybody. If I missed you, just say Griffey, you're a dumbass. You missed me. So I would like to ask all of you to please spread the word, speak to your friends who are also subscribed to various channels. If they feel unfairly treated by a creator, if they are being blocked for asking a question, if they are being drugged just for being in one chat and then being in another, being called a traitor, being called unloyal, whatever the case may be, plead with them to please stand up. Because I, for one, I have kept my mouth shut. I've kept my mouth shut for the longest. I mean, if any of you guys were to go back into my entire history on YouTube, when have you seen me being disrespectful to anyone? in any way, shape, or form. Yet I was disrespected. I was spoken to like I don't mean shit. And it's today where I stop. I can't bear to watch good people like yourselves be drugged, be made to feel like crap just because you're asking a question. And just because that question goes against what the creator of that platform wants. It's all well and good, it's their house. But respect goes both ways. And if you only ask a question, what harm are you doing? You're not doing any harm. If somebody goes in and is a complete and utter douchebag, yeah, fine. Have at it. But someone asking a question, I don't see anything wrong with that. People giving constructive advice, criticism towards any creator's platform is not something that deserves to get ridiculed back for. Hey, Busy Bee. I My phone's Bixby decided to want to talk to me today. Shut up. Go away. Anyway, so yeah, I beg and plead of you guys, please, please speak up. Please call for a enough is enough. You all matter, which is why I love putting the catchphrase subs lives matter. Stella just dropped it. Because you all matter. If you guys were not following these channels, these creators, and I'm not pointing at one because I am 110% sure that every single platform on YouTube, including my own, has some work that can be done to make it better. Has some suggestions that can go to that creator to help them be better. Not a better douchebag, but better. So yeah, that 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 is the long and short of it. That is my end goal. I would like to return back to a YouTube where we could all speak to each other respectfully, where everyone was welcome everywhere, regardless of which, hey, Sassy Brenda, regardless of which creators they choose to follow and which they do not. Hey, Miss Trisha. So, yeah, please find your voices. Start seeing that you matter. Because face it, if all the subs following the channels decided, you know what, we've had enough, either you treat us with respect or we unsub. What happens to that channel? I mean, I'm not trying to be the underdog over here, trying to cause fights and cause more ructions, or what's the word for it? Um, Basically, causing a fight on YouTube. That's not my point. That is not what I'm trying to do. That is not what I'm trying to achieve. Not at all. But have you seen what is going on YouTube? And can anybody tell me what this all has to do with summer anymore? Summer's being used for all sorts of excuses in this way and that way and the other. Yeah, I'm doing a stream about Summer Wells, but in actual fact, I'm bitching about something else. No, no, no. Hey there, wee Scottish Mom. It has absolutely nothing to do with summer anymore. It is about what everyone can get. and what shit can be caused from one room to the next. So, Miss Tracy, if you ever feel that somebody is treating you that way, it's time to stop. Because I have heard of situations like that with various creators that are doing that exact same thing. Not that I'm saying this is a particular creator that is doing this to you, but I have heard of it previously, quite a lot. You'll see how quickly those friendly messages and you are so awesome and I love you so very very much changes the minute you say no. And I think that is the point of what it should ultimately come down to, because so many have gotten so used to getting, if I say this, I'll get this. So let's exploit the shit out of that so that I can get something out of it. No. So I beg and plead of you, please, when the friendly messages start coming through again, trying to get more from you, don't. For your own sake. For your own sake. There are there are a lot of hard lessons that I've learned in the past 18 months. I mean, most of you guys were around to see it. So, in that, I've made some bad choices. I've made some good choices. But I'm endlessly grateful for where I am now, considering the fact that I'm not asking anybody for anything. I am not trying to exploit a little girl's case, a missing little girl. I am ultimately the reason why Stella and I are still here are for all of you. Because in our journey to help try and find out what happened to Summer Wells, all the way from South Africa, we found family. Better than that, we found like minded, caring family that also love and are looking for a little girl that none of us have ever met before. Never. We haven't met her. I mean, you have all met Summer the same way I have, the same way that you are all meeting me via video, YouTube. So I, along with Stella, see you all as family. And we can't bear to see our family be torn apart by a bunch of money hungry, egotistical, hypocritical creators that think they matter and nobody else does. Their opinions, their theories, their lives. What about yours? Got creators running away with money that was supposed to go to help somebody. You got creators jumping on other creators, creators jumping on others, and so it goes. Who's it helping? I mean, can any of you say that you've had one day on YouTube that by watching what you were watching, hearing what you were hearing, you did not develop a headache or sit on your bed and immediately start crying because the whole world has turned to shit? Nobody cares about nobody anymore. We can't even sit or all get everybody together and all sit and try and figure out where Summer Wells is. It's not our job to find her. Ultimately, I don't think any YouTuber is going to find her. But it does not take away from the fact that we all care. It does not take away from the fact that while we're still here and while we're still begging for answers, nobody's going to forget her. She won't be forgotten because there are so many that keep asking the same question every day. Where's Summer Wells? Where's Summer Wells? What happened to her? Where's Summer Wells? She won't be forgotten. Yeah, I do think we need to branch out into other missing cases as well, and provide the same voice and the same support behind all the other missing cases. Because I believe with the drive of all of us keeping asking the questions, pushing, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Would push law enforcement to do their job better as well. It will keep them going out and searching, not giving up, not letting things become cold cases. So yeah, that ultimately is my plea to all of you. Please start standing up. Please find your voices. Because even someone like Mystery Maven has noticed that everybody is standing back and staying quiet for fear of the repercussion. That shouldn't be a thing. It shouldn't be that you have any fear of asking any question anywhere. It shouldn't be about the creators and what they want. All of them forget or forgot why they came to YouTube and created their channels in the first place.
I just wanted to say.
Now it's no longer about that reason. It's about what they want, what they can get. And although I'm not begrudging anybody earning a living off of YouTube, not at all. My hope and prayer is that I reach 1,000 subs to the point where I can monetize as well. But the one thing I can promise you, that with that monetization, I will not turn into the arsehole that I'm fighting against currently. Because at the end of the day, I will always see myself as a subscriber, as a follower, as somebody watching and listening to others trying to figure out what happened to these missing people. Where are they? How can we help find them? Not about which creator has what beef with which other creator. That is all bull, and there's no time for that. Thank you, Joyar. I sort of feel like um, And this lady freaking started talking about someone on my channel. She would say, "Can't you just talk with me?" Tracy, start your channel.
Oh, she has one. I'll drop the link.
Okay, awesome.
I'll drop it again.
Everybody, please go subscribe to Miss Tracy. And Miss Tracy, I beg you, please start talking about summer. Please do that. You will have followers. You will have subscribers. And even if I have to stand there with you and flip that creator a bird, I would. Because as I said, the days of me staying quiet, saying nothing, being respectful to people who are disrespectful, finished. Now I will talk. Now I will say my piece. And if they do not like it, well, tough. Because no follower of any channel deserves the treatment that has been fucking spread rampant over YouTube. Thank you very, very much. There you go. You got another one that'll flip the bird. So yeah, please, please start your channel. Don't let anybody stop you. If you need any help if you need any help with anything, please email me. I have never turned anybody away that needs help. Never. So if you need any help with that, I will help you. Most of you know what I have done for channels before, what I am capable of doing. So never, never be reluctant to shoot me an email, send me a Facebook friend request. Well, okay, I got my friend request locked up. So send me a Facebook Messenger. I'll send you a Facebook friend request, and we can talk from there. We can video chat. You can reach me on Discord.
I'll do the Discord.
Anything I can do to help, please let me know, because I would like to see my fellow friends, my family. I would like to see you all succeed. And if you want to create a YouTube channel and you want to do videos about summer, please do so. Please do it.
Okay, here's the Discord.
Don't let anybody ever tell you you cannot do something. Don't let anybody ever discourage you and say, no, you can't do that because if you do, I'm going to do this. I am the type of person that'll take up that challenge and say, oh yeah, watch me do it. Hey, the real GG. So yeah, I'm going to just scroll back in the chat and see what I missed, because I did go on a
Okay, there's a lot.
little bit of a Stella
Okay.
says. Okay.
Please tell them, please, if they have channels, keep telling someone that they can't, then let me know so I can do it.
Okay. If you all have, those of you that have channels, please drop your links. Those who do not have channels, please go subscribe to those who do have channels. And, oh yeah. And if you don't know how to drop your channel link, or you're on your phone and it's tricky and all that, just shout at Stella. She'll do it. She says just don't deafen her. And you do realize that the same counts for all of you guys. If you ever need to talk about something that's bugging you, or you just need a shoulder or a venting station or something, join the Discord, go and chat to anybody there, because it's just for you guys. And if you want to talk to me and Stella privately, well, heck, we're there as well. Just send us a message. We can talk privately. We can talk on Facebook. We can talk on YouTube. We can. The avenues are endless. So, yeah, please do. Okay. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. Sorry.
Miss Sassy Brain, and I'm gone. Lost my glasses. It's
Sassy Brenda, never worry. I'll guide you to your glasses. Stretch your hand out in front of you and pat softly if you feel it there. Mm, mm. Well, Miss Casey, the problem is how do we get some to see it and help fix it if more of us start talking about it? If I start talking about it and Stella starts talking about it and you start talking about it and we get Lisa Jones feeling better and she starts talking about it because she has been bombarding Jody Sue's chat with Free the We, Sub Lives Matter, send out a missing persons report for the blueberry muffin. Poor Pickles, we need to rescue him. All of that.
She asked if she can come on panel.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Anybody can come on panel. Anybody and everybody are welcome up on panel. Um, oh crap! Now it took me away from the place where I saved where I was busy with the chat. Okay, no problem. I can get it. I think. Wow, you guys sure like talking a lot, don't you? uh, Miss Tracy, you want your camera on or off? Okay, I'll bring you up. Hello, Miss Tracy. How you doing?
I'm good. I look like crap, but I'm good.
Oh, you don't look like crap.
I'm good. I look like crap, but I'm good. Oh, let me mute that. Goodness. I just wanted to say, like, you know the person I'm talking about, but I will not out them. I'm not. I'm not that way. But one of the things that they threatened about me, because I've also been on their panel before. Um, I don't have any teeth, and that's because of my first husband.
Yeah.
He wasn't nice at all, and he messed me up, and started off by just getting punched with or hit with anything, and then they all started chipping, and so whenever I'm 46 now, but when I was 30, I finally had the money to get them pulled, and I haven't got no dentures, don't have the money. Um, and this person also threatened to say I was on drugs and this and that and the other. I've had heart problems most of my life, and so I've been to many, many doctors, and I have records that go back 2.5 decades, if not more, where I have to go every month or every other month, and they drug test you. So I've never did. I smoked a little in the past when I was younger, but I've never done anything harder than that. But this person is like threatening to basically just do anything they can to make people not want to follow me or watch me or listen to me. And I just don't understand it. I don't understand how somebody could have that much hatred for somebody they don't even know, you know? But I love you, Griffey, and I love you, Stella. I love everybody on here, and I just wanted to come on and say, you guys, you guys are like, I love y'all. I love y'all so much.
Miss Tracy, I think we need to have a very long chat because you seem to have a lot that you need to get off your chest. But please don't let that person stop you from starting your channel because I think just from the little that you've told me, you have quite the story to tell. I know you want to talk about Summer and you want to get Summer's name out there, but can you imagine how many other survivors you can help?
I have thought about that. I really
Take
want to.
take one thing into account quickly. I'm sitting here with a mouthful of teeth, right? I can smile and it looks all pretty. You see, I got no teeth too. So please, never let anybody make you feel less than. Never ever. Because you mean more than what you currently think you do. And I know of a whole chat room right now that support and love you for exactly who you are.
I love all of you so much. Most places, like you were talking about, people following other people, and a lot of it's just to stay caught up on what they're saying, because you want to get it from all angles, right? And you want to hear, in some cases, their BS, just so you're up to date. But no channel has ever made me feel as welcome as yours and you and all of your people that are on here. And I feel no judgment here whatsoever. But other places I do. At first I don't, but I'll start getting, because I have such a weird name. People remember that, and so I'll start getting emails or comments underneath there, and I just back away and stop. And I've always done that my whole life, and I'm tired of stopping. I just want to thank you, and I want to thank everybody for just giving me the confidence to actually just do what I want to do.
And please
I
do it.
can't thank you enough.
Because you met me months ago. It was like what, almost a year ago, the first time that you possibly saw me. Did you
Yeah.
ever think to yourself that I'll be starting a channel of my own?
No.
I was nagged to do it. And after a while, I thought, yeah, maybe I should. And I'm glad I did.
I'm glad
Because
you did too.
even though this channel has absolutely no direction whatsoever, I mean, you could just go to the last live stream. I had no idea what I was going to talk about. I was still asking in Discord, do you think we should put Stella up as a host? Because I don't know what to talk about. I've got no clue. But I'm glad I did. And I'm glad that this channel doesn't have a specific direction. I am glad that this channel is merely here for support and family and to vent how you feel, to talk about how you feel, and to get the support and love that you need, the advice. Because how many of us, you've said yourself, and I mean, I can also read between the lines. How many times have you had the support and advice when you needed it?
Not very often at all. It's always the opposite. They want to kick you when you're down, you know?
Here, you will always have it. You will always
I have to toughen up and just say fuck it, you know?
agree.
You can't make everybody happy, so at least make yourself happy. That's words I need to start living by.
I agree. Those are very wise words to follow. And you got a gang of bitches behind you.
I can't see chat right now, so thank you all. I can't see it right now, but I'll go back to it.
So yeah, never ever, please never doubt yourself. Never let anybody make you feel that you can't do something. You can.
Thank you.
And I have a feeling that you are going to be helping a lot more people by talking about summer and also by helping those that are currently facing what you faced all those years ago, what the challenges that you got through. There'll be a lot of people needing advice from you.
I always say if I could just help one person, just one person, it'd all be worth it. If I could stop one person from getting into what I was in, you know,
Yeah.
just one, it it would be all worth it to me. Because if somebody else was doing this back in the day, which we didn't have YouTube that I know about, but I could have been that one person, you know? So if it just helps one person, that's enough. It's more than what it would have been if I hadn't.
I currently get the feeling that just by coming up here tonight and speaking, you have helped 22 people in total. Currently.
I love you all so much. I do.
You
Well, I'm
will
gonna get off
all.
here, Griffy, because I'm fixing to start like ugly crying.
Don't worry, I'll ugly cry with you. It'll be beautiful and nasty. But I love you lots, and Stella does too, and so does the rest of all of us in here.
I love you all too.
Please go start making videos. I'm gonna be watching that channel, and I'm gonna be posting little comments saying when's the next one.
Okay. Hey, Stella.
Hi.
I love you
Love
guys.
Love you too.
And we're ugly crying with you. I'm all teared up already.
I'm sorry.
Never,
be sorry.
never be sorry. Never
Be
ever.
you.
You be you, and we have your back.
Okay. Well, I couldn't ask for anybody better to have my back. I love you guys.
Love you
Love
too,
you too.
ma'am.
Bye, guys.
Bye. There we go. So, who else wants to come up on panel and ugly cry with us? Hey, how are you feeling, my darling? And you see the free the we sub lives matter whole situation is getting kicked the fucking to overdrive. So yeah, we need a theme song. No, that won't work. That's for cowboy hookers. So now you guys all see the irony behind the toothless hooker gang, right?
And yes, we will be start playing again.
And yes, Dallas says we will start playing again. Although we did receive some sad news that Rockstar will not be doing any major updates on toothless hookers. Well, the cowboy hookers.
We have magic map. Ready?
We need free the Wii music. I shot my tiny huge but I'm quickly as possible. Sorry, I'm late. Free the Wii. You need to come up here and tell that story. That when I sent you the screenshots of our dear friends Lisa Jones, not Lisa Jones, Lisa Jones 99, the real Lisa Jones, all going into all sorts of chat rooms saying we free the we, vote for Griffey, sub lives matter. Because I think you may have been like Betty Peepads that you needed some depends after seeing all of that. So yeah, but and I'm sorry and not sorry for the huge rant I went on.
Call that a huge rant.
Okay, it wasn't a rant. It was a
Have you seen some people?
yeah, well, some people haven't seen me rant. You've been fortunate enough to see me go off like a firecracker. But I've seen you go off like a firecracker. Nobody else has because you're the quiet one. So
You're very welcome.
you didn't miss much wee Scottish more. I just took my teeth out and showed Miss Tracy that I have dentures also. Ha! I bet you she's stressing out again. Oh shit, this doesn't work. Don't worry, we gotcha. Hello, dear wee.
It's almost like you guys can hear me before I actually speak because that is pretty much me each time I come up on this panel. I'm like shit because the camera won't go off. Griffey did a thing and now it is forcing me to like out myself in public every time I come out here and I'm like no, people are terrorized enough as it is. The last thing they need is to see my crazy Irish duck brown / banshee looking face on a screen. I don't want to look at it myself. No, thanks. So every time I was just like shit, and she's like, oh, there's me, shit.
And you guys know what? I'll let you in on
Yeah.
a secret. I have actually seen wee Frosty Ewok. She looks a fuck ton like Cindy Crawford.
Um.
Well, that made us speechless.
I'm trying to sort of, as in, we both have 4 limbs and hair. Possibly. That's possibly as far as it would go there, I think. You know, we've got to keep it realistic. Hello, everybody, by the way. How you doing? Hi, anybody in chat that I missed? Brenda Larky Mama, I think I missed you. And Wee Scottish Ma. Hello.
We got the
And Tracy, you're a fierce lady. Don't ever let anybody else tell you you cannot do a thing. They have no right to ever tell you you cannot do a thing. It's that simple.
Mama, I went a whole hour and even longer than that before the live stream, but I went a whole hour very worked up about what I was about to say, very passionate about the stuff. So you didn't see that.
As soon as I pop up on screen, she's like, "Oh no, this isn't going to work. We need all the smoky sticks."
No, not you, not you at all.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me.
I'm not lying. Well, one thing you all gotta give me. At least I'm not like the other hypocritical assholes that switch off their camera and make as if it's not happening.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
At least just own what you're doing. Nobody, people will handle it. It is what it is. It's the same as the people who lose their mind when Scott H vapes. They're determined that he is huffing on some crack pipe of some sorts, and you're like, no, I don't think you understand how any of that works, to be honest with you. Because if you did, you wouldn't be saying that.
Hey, Tennis Heroes, you want to know something very, very funny about me and probably Stella? I'm so vanilla that I don't even know what a crack pipe looks like. And apparently there was a bat outside the window that had an opinion. Oh, it's a bird. Oh, it's a bird.
It's dark. You know why there are. I can't remember what you call them.
Chirping.
No, man. The bird's name.
Oh, the bird's name.
Whatever.
Okay, it's called a whatever.
But they are under the street lights and they won't shut up.
Oh. So
Hmm.
they should be called
Teenagers.
So yeah, that's the one thing I can very well say for myself. If Stella and I drink alcohol, it would have to be like on a wedding or a very, very special social occasion. Otherwise, no, not interested. Nicotine and the worst other thing you got me for is a monster occasionally. But yeah. Oh, and I do swear like a sailor when I get all pissed off.
She does, but not at any of the good times. Not whenever I'm pissed off. Because then I feel like I'm even worse. Because I'm effing and blinding my head off. And she's sitting over there like Sister Mary Frances in the corner. Just going, yes, tell me all, my child. It is fine. It is fine. And I'm losing my tiny mind. There's a lot of that.
So we,
Yeah.
while
Yeah.
you're spilling your entire wad up here on the panel.
Oh, yes.
um,
You're welcome, everybody.
did you happen to see that video that Mystery Maven did?
With the
The new one where she says, "Stop the true crime BS," a rant on harassing victims and a call to action.
yes.
So yeah, that was what got me thinking, because she's clearly seeing the same things that we're seeing. So
Oh yeah.
the general question among all is, when are the subs going to say, "We've had enough now. This has to stop. Treat us like human beings, because we are."
Well, here's the problem with that, though, and this is going to sound very negative. If you can't even find it within yourself to be respectful to someone who's going through possibly the worst situation a person can go through, whether it's a missing child, a loved one that has passed in some sort of horrific circumstance, if that's the way that you can conduct yourself to those people, why would anybody else get any better than that?
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of what we fail to see is that unfortunately a lot of the live creators that are currently on YouTube tend to want their own little echo chamber of support almost. You know, where if you go into a chat and you would almost feel frightened to question anything or say, where did you find that? Or do you have a reference for that? There are so many of them that couldn't even tell you where they saw that.
Yeah.
It's just within one of my videos going back and look, I mean, that's lovely. That's great, but you know, that wouldn't work in the real world in any other job. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I did it once before, you'll have to check back. It wouldn't work. And yet they get away with it. So, and it's the same with the subs and stuff. I think it starts kind of early. It's almost like a little power trip for some people, either what they're missing out on their life or a false sense of positive reinforcement all the time that nothing that they do is then wrong. And we all need people to say, I'm sorry, what you have done is wrong. It can be delivered to you in a respectful way. And that's how we all learn and change. And yes, that's always, easier said than done, but you have to try. But some people cannot ever approach that is something they would need to do. Or if they ever would need to do it, they aren't going to be taught by you, because who are you? You're a no mark to them.
Yeah.
And that tells you all about that person, because that's their opinion.
Yeah.
So stop seeking approval from those people would be the short answer.
Yeah.
And it took me a wee while to come round to that too. I was like, what is even happening here? If somebody was talking to me in real life like this, I wouldn't stick around. So what is actually happening?
What the real Brenda said there is very, very true. That is the one thing. And I don't get me wrong, it's not me tooting my own horn. The real Gigi. The real Gigi, sorry. I'm not tooting my own horn in any of this, but I did my first video on this channel was titled "A Question to YouTube Content Creators," where I asked that very thing. Because the real Gigi said, as I look back at the beginning, our creators acted, very few are the same, sadly gotten mean, cocky, and rude. It was as if, and when I made that video, it was, to me, it was as if when the monetization kicked in for them, that's when the ego jumped. When they got that 1,000 sub mark, when the 1,000 sub mark hit, that was when it had started happening, and it just got worse and worse. The more followers they got, the bigger the echo chamber got, the bigger was the God complex, and hypocrisy.
Yeah. It's sad. It's sad that it comes to that point because even looking at Summer's case, I'm an amateur who does not have every minute of the day to devote to a case, so I wouldn't expect anyone else to either. But there are people who are claiming to know everything, and yet I constantly hear them misstating or misrepresenting facts, misrepresenting what happened or when it happened, or omitting entire details. People who have made months worth of content out of having one perspective now flip-flopping to another side to rinse that side as well, and it's just a very strange place, the whole live community on YouTube. There are nicer pockets, and by nicer I don't always mean everything has to agree. I just mean there are more respectful pockets.
Yeah.
But some are just downright abusive. I think
That, yeah, I've seen that, and it's getting bad. It is getting so bad that, as you already know, Frosty. I mean, how many times have we spoken about how do we make this better? How do we start healing this shit show?
yep.
Which is why I am endlessly grateful, because even if all our efforts end up being just a drop in the bucket, to me that's already achieving something. To me it's already helping. If there was only like the 26 people in this chat room right now, if all 26 had I've had enough, please treat us like human beings. Like, and it doesn't even have to be directly towards you that the creator's being a douchebag to. If you see a
Yeah,
creator
exactly.
disrespectful to somebody else, open your mouth and say something. Because the more people saying something, the better chance that this stops happening. Or starts to happen less. Let's put it that way.
No matter what way I see it handled, it's very often handled badly. People are either called out in chat and either ridiculed or timed out or, sent to a party of some description that may or may not involve a blog. For expressing a point of view. If you're not being rude, it shouldn't be a problem. So
Yeah.
why is there a problem with that? Or the
Yeah.
converse of that, drop a link, come on up, come on up, come on up, where you're harassing people.
Yeah.
Not everybody has either the confidence, the time, the ability. They could be at work for all that person knows, and they're trying to multitask and provide input into that person's live stream. But instead of just, getting a grip of themselves, they have to start tearing strips off people. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It is. Tennis Heroes, I hope that we will continue to make you giggle and laugh and have a stress-free environment over here, because yeah, as I stated earlier, this channel really doesn't have a specific direction. It's a come as you are and do as you may. um I'm I mostly like this channel being a place of support, laughter, and yeah, all round fuckery. Just not the kind you get on the rest of the YouTube streets.
That's the thing. People get a bit carried away with the entire situation. And the other thing I find equally weirdly disrespectful of people's time is someone that'll go, "Oh, I'll just be back in a minute," and then they disappear for half an hour on their chat. They just
Yeah,
go away.
I see that too, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Or the fact that they need to go to like the store, so they put somebody else up on their panel to run the channel, and I mean, then all hell breaks loose.
I swear there have been several times where I have thought about taking such and such a link in order to let all hell break loose, and then I realized, because I was like, you could do anything. You could.
You know, there have been many a times that I have been thinking of grabbing such a link and displaying the naughtiest of naughties on that creators panel just to prove a point. But no, that is your panel, is your channel. It's run by you, and to me, it is completely and utterly disrespectful to expect people to sit there and wait because you got to run to the store real quick.
Yeah.
What?
Did that
Okay,
not
yeah,
occur to you before? No.
I'll just sit here and sit back and wait for you, shall I? I don't have fuck all else to do with my day.
Hmm.
So no, no, that one I'm with you. I don't agree with that. No. Um, what was the other thing? There was oh, or they they play you a little something. They play
Mm.
you like a video.
A little babysitting video.
Yeah,
Here, you are
they
kids. I'll sit and watch this.
they play you a little video, and then just watch this real quick. I just gotta go do this thing or that thing, or I gotta run to the store quickly. Here's some babysitting material for you. You've watched
There.
this 100 times before because I mean you do watch my videos and all that, and they can't do it with somebody else's because if it's somebody else's, they get struck. So yeah, play their own video, and you sit and watch something that you've watched how many times before, just so that they can run to the store real quick.
If you need to play one of the videos so we can see it.
Oh, Stella says I need to play one of our butt long live streams so that we can go to bed.
That would be hilarious. I'd be like, here's my playlist. I'll be back next Tuesday.
And then you go,
How dare you make fun of me?
I didn't make fun of you. That's just how it would go down for me if I put something on here for you to watch while the babysitting thingy majiggy that you have to watch and Stella and I go to bed. You're going to hear,
One of many things.
one of many things. And then you're going to hear wee Frosty jumping out the closet going, oh, Jesus, Stella. Fuck.
Help me! Help! Help!
Yeah, Tennessee Rose, Stella and I are a couple.
I didn't free the wheel. I freed the wind.
Yeah, Stella doesn't free the wheel, she frees the wind. And
The
it
wind
doesn't
beneath
smell
our wings.
Yeah, and it doesn't smell like lavender.
Ah, I dare you.
She keeps trying to convince me. It smells like lavender. Yeah. So Tennis Heroes, to give you some backtrack on that, when the Unreal Griff was talking about the carpet munchers, yeah, he was referring to us also.
Wait, can I just vent a little on that particular subject?
Oh, feel free.
Because that person, I can't even call him a man, because I feel like he doesn't quite meet the defining qualities for an actual man. But that person has some severe chip on their shoulder about anything to do with any sexuality that is not straight up and down the line, that anybody who is going to disagree with him, anybody who doesn't want to be sexualized,
Yeah.
There are some people within this community who are way more troubling than others, and I would venture to say that he is one of them. I'm talking about Griff Investigates. These are my opinions only. The Carpet Munchers did not sanction my opinions. This is just me.
Well, this carpet muncher calls him the Unreal Griff. Because there's fuck all real about that.
I don't know if the entirety of chat knows, but just to bring everybody up to speed, can you all let's play a little Ernie style game. I'm gonna parch out my nips off now. Right, everybody, let's get over. Thank you very much. Thank you. Can you all drop a 1 in the chat if you know who 423 Chase was? Can you drop a 1 in the chat, please? Drop a 1 in the chat. Do you remember who he was, when he was around, anything about him? Drop a 1 in the chat. Let me know that you're all there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good deal. So that, Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Now, this is the man who, after months of discussion had gone past about billboards, possible non-existent flyers, searching that didn't happen, businesses that didn't exist, promises out of his backside that were only issued by him and never kept. This is the same dude who then thought, aha, I have a good idea. This 423 Chase guy apparently has lots of money. So I'm going to go and work for him. I'm going to move state, pack up all my shit, and just go and move there. And we're going to be extraordinary investigators, like the Tennessee version of fucking Sherlock Holmes or something. I don't know. But whatever it was, needless to say, that went sideways. So, skip forward about a week after that. You have Griff then trying to get home because he has no money and had been ceremoniously let down by 423 Chase. And he was very angry, not just at Chase, but at the entire community, because he said, no one told me. No one told me that I couldn't trust him. I'm like, dude, Did you want us to write you, a handwritten letter with a quill on, parchment paper delivered by your own feckin' owl in order to get the message across? Or you could have watched, I don't know, the 9 million videos there are on YouTube. Maybe you could have started there, You're an investigator, right? Fucking open your eyes. Anyway, so all that happened. Terrible things were going on. He was so butthurt that he didn't know, because after all, and I quote, Cher said he had a plane.
Mm-hmm.
Now look, I love you, Griffey, Stella, but if you tell me you have a plane right now, I'd be like, that's nice. Aww.
That would be like, nice. That's
That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, maybe can we see it first? Maybe can, you show me it first? I would, for somebody who's just willing to go, yeah, I research all the things, and then suddenly backtrack the second that it's very, very obvious they couldn't research their way out of a crisp packet. That says enough to me about that person. And then has spent the succeeding months doing nothing but bitch, whine, and complain about every single creator or sub.
and eBay. Let's not forget the eBay and the constant contest with Miss Anna.
Yeah. He's a very bizarre person. He is obsessed by Benny's butthole. Obsessed by it. Even Ernie looks normal in comparison, and that, but Griff, I mean, somebody needs to take that dude out to the local bar and just let him have fun, because there's a whole lot of repressed sexuality going on there. He is like a teenage boy. He talks about it a lot, but it's with total derision. But he's obsessed by it.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, if you were getting laid in any way, you wouldn't need to be talking about anybody else. You wouldn't care. You wouldn't care.
True. But yeah, I mean, it's
Just my opinion.
If you look at it, everybody wanted, including the carpet munchers, and he didn't want to listen. I also think the same as what.
Yeah, what would you know?
But I do believe Miss Tracy was correct. I think he was just mad and jealous because he doesn't have a carpet to munch.
Right?
Or he's had these vivid images in his head at night of me going, anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
Oh God. I think I was going to take that way too far there. Carry on, Griffey. Save me from myself. Carry on. Carry on.
I also think he hasn't seen that in here, PG. No, New Orleans lady. He's the one that moved in with a mod of his. Yeah, Jimbo is the one that married the 12-year-old. Understand? But one thing that I find odd, and I don't mean to like bring all this shit up here, but it's something that
we're doing it. We're doing all the thing.
There was a connect the dots thing. When I was typing some stuff earlier, and I can't help but wonder. And it's not, you know me, it's me, not me calling this one a liar over that one, and that one calling that one a liar over this, but something that doesn't make sense to me because it's just too damn similar. There's all these things and speculations and talks and all that stuff and things about what's going on with that there's this secret behind the scenes stuff happening and secret meetings and plans and scripts and all that, right?
Secret Discord. Dun
Hmm.
dun dun.
Okay, now explain to me this, because or you not explain to me this, because I believe you will be just as confuckled and going, but okay, but there's a similarity, so um, in Tamari's recent video that she uploaded, she made
Yeah.
mention about them coming after her, and if she puts the Reels Griff's daughter up on her panel, then um,
Griff was going to have
Griff was going
Benny's
to have
daughter on his
Benny's
panel.
daughter on his panel. But then it ended up being Benny going after Jimbo about the 12-year-old that he married, and Jimbo having Benny's daughter up on his panel.
Yeah.
That is a little bit too much of a coinky dink. It's stuff like that makes me go.
What do you mean when you're saying that it's? What are you meaning more?
To me that sounds like something that was thought out before. Specifically with
I would very possibly.
specifically with the similarity of, first it would be Griff with Benny's daughter up on his panel, which ended up being Jimbo Collins with Benny's daughter up on his panel. It's just too similar.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, on
No,
the
I
one
don't
hand,
think.
yeah.
Go on, Liv. Go on.
Not that I'm saying that what Tamari did was correct, because fuck no. No. There is a whole
We
lot
still
wrong
don't
on.
know what he did.
Yeah.
We still don't know. The whole lot of don't know.
Yeah, we don't know, did we? But the only thing that is just,
Yeah.
it's with what I see and hearing this story and knowing that this happened, with the similarities being there, only not playing out the way it would have played out or should have if there was a script of some kind. It just makes me go, this whole situation is sick. It's sick.
Best
And
parallel I can draw to that would be Benny and AB.
yeah,
They used to go at each other and still do on an almost cyclical basis. I'm going to sound like Jodie Sue now. But where it does follow a pattern of when they need a boost in ratings or viewing or some cash apps. A lot of creators do it, but some are have slight more subtlety in how they're doing it. Still not right in my opinion, but I think too many people on here, including myself, are willing to believe that a lot of these people are your friend, but you think you have developed some sort of relationship with them,
Yeah.
when really that's not true.
Mhm.
And one thing I can say about the Tamori situation, for as wrong as whatever it is that she may have done, because again, we still don't know. I see other people profiting out of that,
Yeah.
and that to me is just as sick as stealing some money. If you're
Yeah.
going to benefit and then go from one panel to a different panel to another channel to somewhere else, there's no need to keep doing it all the time and then say that you're frustrated about talking about it all the time. Well, then stop talking about it all the time. That would be the way to solve that. Or wait until you do have answers and proof.
Yeah.
But people can't do that. They have to pat themselves on the back and, like, I'm the one who knew first. Well done. Who did you tell? Nobody? Great. That was really helpful. Really helpful. You left that person at risk, every one of their subs at risk.
Yeah.
You did nothing to help. You literally stood back and watched the whole thing go on fire.
Mhm. True.
So,
Very,
as
very
of the
true.
past couple of days, I'm done with a lot of people, to be honest. I'm not playing with crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's funny crazy and then there's dangerous. And I see a lot of dangerous recently.
Yeah. More dangerous than funny lately,
Yeah.
which is. Hmm. Uh, we Scottish mod. Griffey, did you see the psychic lady who, after 18 days, said a lot about Summer? Do you have an opinion on what she says? Are we talking about? Sorry, Donna Serafina, revered Donna. Um, because yeah, although I do believe that there are people with gifts and special extra abilities, and all. I know that we all don't get it right 100% of the time. I mean, especially I think for even the most intuitive people with the most Sloan Bella. Unfortunately, I haven't watched Sloan Bella yet. We Scottish Mob, but if you would send me a link to her channel, you can drop it to me in Facebook or send it to me in email, or I'll just go and look at it. Then I will definitely give you my opinion on it the next time we're on a live stream. Scott, I said months ago.
Tennessee Rose, I get what you're saying, but about having to fly across the pond. We're not. The truth is, though, it's the same reason I don't put my face up on screen. Well, there's two reasons why I don't do that. One, I'm not a self-confident person. And two would be, I have had my own experience in life where I know there are crazy people who can do terrible things to another human being. So I don't need to wait for somebody on the internet to do that. I have experienced it already. So this time I chose, whenever I come on here, to be very careful. I share very little identify information. I don't have Facebook. I don't have any of those things on purpose. But just because we are a distance away doesn't automatically make us safe. If anything, it makes it easier for some people to treat us with suspicion. because we're not American. And you're like, well, that doesn't mean that we're, tiny pirates, running around giving it loads. We're just normal people trying to exist.
Yeah.
Like, people
And
automatically assume you must be up to something then.
So we got the Free the We, All Subs Live Matter, Pray for Lisa Jones, Free the Pussycat from Emphysema, and Vote for Griffey. So yeah, I do also get Tennessee Rose's point. Yeah, we are technically outsiders, way out there. But our point at the end of the day, yeah, we can get hurt. We can. It is a little
Yeah.
bit more tricky. I do agree as well, because who's going to take the time to actually come and hurt us? But there are ways that we can get hurt as well. So at the end of the day, I think that is one of the reasons why myself, and I know with we Frosty as well, you won't see us doxing people's names. I mean,
No.
if you were to think about it, it would be easy as pie for us to do, considering the fact that we could go right ahead, and as you said, they'd have to get across the pond to come and get at us. But what the fuck, for example, is that to follow? So
Yeah.
no,
I think people forget how to have any sort of discussion or even a disagreement online without having to take it to full dirt level
yeah,
by dragging people's families into it, children, their spouse, members of their family, and they just take it too far. If you have a problem with a person, it's only that person.
yeah,
All you have to do is either, you can still dislike that person all you like, but once you cross that line of putting out their information, threatening, making false calls to CPS or the cops,
yeah.
no matter where you are in the world, that's a problem. That's a real problem, and I will never do that. I have never done that. I don't play with it. It's also why I don't play with creators too, because there are some people who are very comfortable with it, and that might be, but they've already told me that they want to do that. They want to be able to have that opportunity. I'm not going to convince them that that's wrong. So I have a choice to either be part of it and watch it happen over and over and over again, or not. And so I chose not. You can't fight water coming downhill. Like it's doing what it's going to do.
Well, I tell you what, Tennessee Rose, if you ever get a threat like that, I'll give you my address. Give it to them. I wish them good luck. It's gonna take them some time. You just add Tennessee to the end of it.
Ernie is crazy. Ernie
Yeah.
thinks he knows where everybody is from us being in chat. Now, even here's the truth, folks. Don't give out your personal details to people that you don't know. Keep that circle extremely small. Extremely. And
Yeah.
by nature of the beast, I'm going to say the people in here are possibly the only ones I could see worth trusting that information to. And that
Yeah.
makes me kind of sad to say, because I'm around in a lot of places on the YouTubes. That makes me sound like quite the YouTube ho. I'm everywhere, me.
You're part of the
But
Toothless.
finding member. Um, but there's not a lot of people I would trust with any of that, because again, the person who is your friend this week, you don't know what's going to happen. All it takes is somebody. It becomes like primary school, junior school, where people take somebody else's word. They don't listen to what you have to say. They're going to listen to somebody else. And suddenly that's it. You're not part of their little group or team anymore. You're nothing. You're a piece of poop. And here we're going to put out all of your private information you shared, something that was maybe personal to you.
Yeah.
One thing I can say about all of the people I can see in this chat, I've never seen one of them do that. And there are very few chats. I literally cannot think of anywhere else where I could say the same statement.
Yeah.
So
And
be
not have
careful.
a coffee thrown at you, or like Swear Garden likes to do. I hate that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Like some people in here know Tiffany Marie to turn. I was in her Discord. She was very angry at Scotty one day. And was saying a lot of things. And I had said to her in a respectful way, I think you should talk with Scott privately. Talk to him about that. She lost her goddamn mind. And I'm sorry, I don't mean those actual words to upset anybody. Sorry. Just in case. But she really was very angry that I had the audacity to say that was inappropriate. Because in my mind, I'm like, well, if he's the one you have a problem with, he's not in here. I don't know, tell him. If you don't want to talk to him, why are you annoying yourself? Maybe? I don't know.
It is the weirdest thing to me. The fact that they can go from hating each other to all being besties.
Yeah.
It seems very, very strained to me.
Oh, yeah. It's only a matter of time.
But one thing's for sure,
And again,
though. Yeah.
yeah.
Jody Zoo can kiss my
What?
ass.
Oh, both cheeks. All day, every day.
I'll even do a wiggle. And fart.
But yeah, the answer is money. The sad part of it is I could understand and would happily encourage people to have a working relationship with each other. Like most people have done at their normal day jobs. Where you don't have to like people, you just have to be cordial in order to be able to get by, to share the information you need to share, work amongst it, and work through it. You don't need to be best friends with that person. It seems to be the polar opposite on YouTube. You have to sing somebody's praises, you hype them up, and then crush their tiny soul between the heel of your shoe and some poop, because that is your only, those are your only two options apparently. You can't just go, sorry guys, I don't want to talk, I don't, not working with that person at the minute, wish them all the best, but you know, that
Mhm.
we could just leave it there.
Yeah.
Why can't you do that?
Because the common sense flew out the window and it was replaced with the ego and the
Yeah.
God complex. Kintsugi, if you want a clip of that, I suggest you contact Wee Frosty Ewok. She is currently the creator of the Griffey Hate channel. You have that.
What does she want? What does she want? What does she want?
She wants that clip of me saying that Jody Sue Brown can kiss my whole ass. And I'll wiggle and fart.
This case is a whole crazy situation. It has brought together the most diverse range of people, and it's almost like there's layers of craziness where you have the actual experiences of the case, the actual circumstances, then you have the suspects within the case, then you have their lifestyles and situations and backgrounds.
Yeah.
Then you have the creators and the relationships between them. And now you're back to talking about people's lifestyles and backgrounds. And it almost fishtails out of everything, where it just becomes 6 degrees of separation. You could literally connect everybody to everything at this point. We're
Yeah.
no further forward. In fact, a lot of people are just a lot more confused. They think they
Very
have information and they don't. Even the creators, again, where you see them repeat, going back on a point earlier, you see them supposedly giving you the facts. And I'm like, well, here's the thing. If I know that that's not a fact, why are you telling people that's a fact? What is that? What is that? Stop that.
Mm-hmm.
Truth is, we have very few actual facts.
Yes.
The prime one being that Summer is not where she was meant to be. That's
Exactly.
kind of the one fact we do have. There's a lot of people who go around either stating something else that someone else has said as fact. And that's not the case. You can't do that. That's just someone's statement,
Yeah.
an opinion, their experience of that day. They will not be all saying the same thing as everybody else. And that's where you get this big split whenever you have people going, no, my person says this and your person says that, but you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Because
means
my
I'm the right one. And yeah,
yeah.
my person agrees with my opinion, therefore I'm the winner. No. You suck. That's how that goes. Can I have some Aquahoma, please? Please.
Another chat and a mod in another. I was called out and said I was being offensive.
Yeah.
I was answering a question. I wanted to check. Oh, Gigi, I feel you on that. I've had that same experience. And it shouldn't work that way. I mean, I sit and look at channels, especially channels that are talking about behaviors of other channels. I'm not saying they're always right, though. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one.
Kiss it, Jody Sue, kiss it. Ah!
But I do feel that those channels also serve a purpose. Because ultimately, we all need to look at ourselves. If you're a creator on YouTube, you gotta take the criticism that comes your way and take it respectfully. Don't say, "Oh, I hate this channel because they're exposing the shit out of me and I just hate them." Prove them wrong instead of hating them. Prove that
Yeah.
what they're saying isn't so, and not just because I said so. Prove that they are wrong about you. That's the better thing to do, in my opinion. And don't take the shit out on the subs. They
One,
didn't do anything.
yeah, but they can't. That would be more like actual work of some definition.
Of course.
Take the fundraiser, for example, that was for Summer's Reward Fund. Again, I've said it 1,000 times. Was it ran completely perfectly? No, but it was done spur of the moment of kindness of people who tried to do their best with what they had, in the hope that there might be a chance of encouraging somebody to come forward with information.
Yeah.
Is it a small chance? Yes, but that's still better than nothing. So, if people who wanted to get involved did. Now, if we had it to do all again, would it be done exactly the same way? The answer is no. There are a lot of things would be different there. But it's easier for the people who want to criticize it and say how wrong everything was. Well, here's the other thing, guys. You guys have had almost a year to show how you could have done better.
Yeah.
Even Ziggy chose a charity, went live, and raised, like, what was it, $3,000, just over $3,000 for a charity in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
And that was with, very little orchestrated effort and planning and,
Yeah.
and that's a fair chunk of money in anybody's business.
True.
Have you seen any of the people who are whining constantly about how badly everybody did things and how, criminal activities were going on? Either prove it,
Mm-hmm.
do better. And
Yeah.
these people have neither. So at this point, I'm just like, I'm done even listening to you. You had your chance and then some.
Yeah. Well, there I can pretty much vouch for you on that one, Gigi. I've never seen or heard you speak ill of anybody. As I said, I mean, I could be wrong, obviously. Somebody feel free to call me out on that, but I haven't seen it. So yeah, and I mean, even with any one of you guys, if I see anybody treating somebody like that, I would most definitely say, "Do you really think that's necessary?" I think one of the biggest things that is bugging me, that is seriously getting to me, is the fact that most of these platforms, including the Unreal, very feminine, beardy, hairy Griff, come out under the DV awareness We're here stronger together. We're here to help and support all survivors. You talk to fellow survivors and victims like that,
Uh-huh.
that makes me question. It makes me question. If you want to come up and say that you're there to be the big, strong defense unit to stand up for all people, not just women and children, all people who suffer from domestic violence, all people that suffer from abuse, whether it be child, SA, emotional, mental, regardless of what it is, any form of abuse. If you want to say you stand up and you will be a warrior for those people, then you do not treat them like shit.
Yep.
You do not talk to them as if they're unworthy of you. You you don't do that. How many people that
Putting
have
out
gone?
their sexual history, attacking their personality by saying, "Oh well, no
Hmm,
wonder someone would do that. How fucking dare you?
yeah,
How dare you?"
and I mean that is things. I mean it hurts me more and it pisses me off more to hear somebody try and advocate for victims, claiming that they have been through it, claiming that they have suffered through it, they have survived because of it, they have all the things, all of it, but they treat people less than. Where the fuck do you get that? Because you probably saw me from the very, very beginning when I first got onto YouTube. I mean,
Hmm.
it wasn't very long before that I actually stopped looking at the ground all the time. That I started
Yeah.
raising my eyes and looking forward. Where do you get someone that looks at the ground not feeling worthy to look up, not feeling that they mean enough, that they matter enough to be able to look somebody in the eyes, talking to somebody else like they're a piece of shit?
Yep.
I don't believe in that common phrase that hurt people hurt people. No, no. Narcissists hurt people. Abusers hurt people. Hurt people have sympathy. Hurt people know how it feels, so they do not do the same.
Yeah.
At
I
least in
think we
most.
all have the ability. They all have the ability to behave in such a way where you could be hurtful or push someone's trigger point deliberately in order to get a reaction or any variation thereof. And sometimes there's just a temper situation. Sometimes it's just they happen to catch that other person at the wrong moment and the thing went sideways. It
Yeah.
happens. But then comes the next day, and very
Mhm.
few of them have the ability to be able to say, "I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No matter what my opinion was, I should not have said X, Y, or Z. I shouldn't have gone there, and I'm ashamed for that."
Yeah.
They forget very quickly because they do the same thing again and again and again. So it becomes, well, that other person wasn't the problem. Your behaviors are the problem.
Yeah. I mean, I catch the back end of things that are said, um, very indirectly towards me, and the fact that I said I think what was done to one sub on one particular occasion was wrong, was so completely wrong, and it gets me that the point cannot be seen about that. No, no. What do we go and do? We don't sit and think about, okay, yeah, I got this clip of Griffey saying this and that, or I got this timestamp to go and watch where apparently she had something to say. Why don't you think about what I had to say instead of jumping up on a live stream bitching about the fact that you're getting all these clips about what I had to say?
Mm.
Think about it.
You
My
know where I
emails,
am. Come speak to
my
me.
emails in the about section. Not hard to find.
Yeah.
We can talk about it like adults. I do enjoy that. I mean, I know I have three children, and the smallest of which is 6, but I do enjoy
I'm
adult
glad you
conversation.
knew that. I'm glad you knew that. I'm glad. You know, otherwise that would be a heck of a surprise to you. You would have had, quite a learning curve today if you didn't know before now. Sorry about that.
So, yeah. She had the email about the signature from Candace. Wow, you guys are chatting so much that pretty soon I'm gonna need a confused cup. Stella loves that joke.
But yeah, we all make mistakes. We all can say a thing and somebody can take it either a way that you didn't intend it, or maybe perhaps they took it the way you did intend it at that particular time. Maybe you did feel some kind of way and it just still was not phrased correctly. There's a very there's a complete lack of being able to work things through afterwards. And then it just has a lot of people really disliking each other, which is sad.
Yeah, she just had to.
Saying nothing.
Saying nothing.
I need that t-shirt.
So yeah, no, but so there's got to be a way to fix it, or at least try to make it better for our friends, for our family, our big, huge, across the ocean international family that is slowly getting wood together to build a boat and come and fetch all of us. And you get tiny sandwiches in your tiny boat closet.
Yay! Tiny dinghy fiddling along behind.
Well, Mama has a good fix. Unsub and stop going there. We Scottish Mall wants a private room. Okay. Whoever started to assemble the wood make sure there is a private room for Wee Scottish Ma, which is not in hearing vicinity of my and Stella's room and the tiny closet where Wee Frosty Ewok is currently residing. Because
Aw,
apparently
she would love.
Stella snores lull our dear Wee Frosty Ewok to sleep.
Yep, well, that's what I tell them. But really, the ear defenders have helped massively. But yeah, so wow, now I'm having images of rocking boats. And Stella's cat. So yeah, but as I said, please, if you guys would do me one favor, I know you're all already subbed to my channel, or hopefully you still are subbed to my channel after this live stream. Please do me a favor and sub to Mystery Maven. Very awesome lady. Tell her I sent ya. And watch that video of hers. Stop the BS true crime. Told me 2 days ago in chat. Come up here, Wee Scottish Ma. Get up here and explain yourself.
Yeah, I'm dropping that link now. I'm dropping
Drop
the link.
it. Pin it to the chat.
I need a conglomeration and a group meeting of the Wees. There will be one big Wee in this room tonight.
You need all of the Wees up here so that when the Wee that's disturbing the force comes up on panel, we can just, talk over the top of her, force her to understand our opinions.
Nope. Don't beg me to stay. And Mama says she's not mopping up the Wee.
Like, you either mop it or you slide in it. You've got those two options. You know.
Yeah,
You choose.
we have to practice for the boat.
Yeah.
TBS extra bucket. How was your pee? Was it fun? Hey, Gymnastics 101. Last time I saw you was when Sharon went live. We should ask her when that's happening again.
400 years ago.
It's been 84 years.
83 days later.
One eternity later. When are you going live, Sharon? Brenda Lorky Woman says, don't mind the PI scoop in the poop deck.
Fair point. That's a wise woman there. Wise woman.
Gigi, don't feel bad because we haven't been catching her lives lately because they've not been happening. You should see her Discord.
I was about to say there, what have I missed? Because I've checked and I was like, she hasn't been live.
Yeah,
What?
You should see her Discord. She gets like at least 80 messages asking her when are you going live, Sharon. And Miss Suzanne loves being the front runner of that and having me come up the rear with funky little
Uh-huh.
images and stuff. Yeah, I bring it up from the tail end.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So yeah, rest assured she'll probably watch this a bit later and go, okay, how long will it be? Timestamp is 2 hours and 10 minutes, Miss Sharon. When are you going live? The toothless hookers on mugs. Well, I did transfer that little awesome toothless hooker lady from the one hard drive to the other one, Mama. As soon as I have it nice and made, I'll send you the link to it. I promise, promise. Stella says she will drop the merch link. And yeah, if there's any catchphrases or anything else that you guys would like to see on a t-shirt or a mug or pants or I can even do bras now.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Or backpacks or
Backpacks, blankets, pillows, all stuff. I know Mama got 2 hooker t-shirts. So she's got her toothless hooker gang merch. But you gotta remember, over here, if you wanna support the channel, you gotta buy Free the Weed shirts because it goes
Right?
towards weed ransom. You see, and we
Right.
need to pay off her ransom.
imagine if you were from a book.
Little furry nibs. A little face. Beep.
Because the Ewok
Yeah.
was kidnapped and cannot get out of the closet. The ransom has to be paid for the wee Ewok to get out the closet, and so for to pay the ransom, Free the Wee shirts are for sale in the link, the merch store. Ms. Tracy, um, that one which you got over there on your name currently, if you click on, you will see that in the top right corner of your screen. That would be if you're on a computer, though. You will see your picture. If you click on it, it'll say, it'll give you like a drop down menu, and then you can click your YouTube studio. If it does not, on your phone, just go to your app store, whether it's your for your iPhone or for your Android. Go to your app store and install YouTube Studio. And then you will go, we'll have a video chat and then we can discuss all the stuff and the things to get you started on your channel.
Did you want to have that?
Free the wee boobies.
Oh, Miss Gigi, Val's been doing good. She will probably hop on, hop on here at some point again. Currently, she is busy getting all the stuff and things sorted and possibly moving in closer into town, getting all that sorted. And yeah, she's got she's got quite a bit going on at the moment. I do know she is currently in town doing paperwork stuff and I think groceries and a lot of things. So
Oh.
yeah, we'll probably chat with her. I don't think later, but tomorrow morning again. Well, tomorrow our afternoon, her morning. But I will definitely tell y'all um tell her you will say hi and that you will love her. But she will most likely be watching the replay, so she can see that too.
Hi, Val. Hi. Hiya. Hi.
Now it's all still getting everything sorted in order to move. I mean, it's a bit tricky for her considering the fact that she doesn't have a car, she doesn't drive, and the distance between the two places where she's moving to. So there's a lot of um, what logistics and moving
Yeah.
and things.
It's going to
So
take a wee bit of planning and effort to get from point A to point B. Get it all done.
yeah. Well, that you should ask
All right.
Wee Frosty. Wee Scottish Ma, ask Wee Frosty what she did with Val because I think she's hiding her in the closet.
I should have known better than to try this in the true crime community. If it wasn't for those pesky kids, I would have gotten away with it.
Yeah, but only in this instance we don't have the dog. We just have the teddies above the bed. The pesky kids.
Yeah, I've got two little creatures that claim to be dogs.
I bet they lovable, and I bet they just do the cutest stuff. Don't
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A bit like
they?
kids, Griffey. A bit like kids. Yeah.
Well, at least they keep you young and entertained. I mean,
Yeah. Although I did say 2 weeks ago that I needed to cut the Yorkie's hair, and I hadn't cut his hair yet. Because, well, for various reasons. Recently there was a heat wave here, and then I was like, oh my good God, I can't send him into a complete stress situation with
yeah.
the heat as well. It was easier to cool down. He now looks like tiny Aberdeen Angus cow. He looks like all he needs is two wee horns on his head, and you would just think he's like a wee miniature cow. He looks all floofy and completely not recognizable as a dog. It's kind of funny.
I need to see pics of that. That sounds adorable.
Yeah. So that's the next thing. I think that's plans for the weekend. You know, exciting stuff like that.
We need before and after.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever watched any of the Hair Buddha on YouTube videos, or where he covers. They're very entertaining. He does all the things. He basically is a professional hair stylist, very knowledgeable dude who covers, all those videos that you have of cut your own hair. I'm gonna dye my hair bright orange from jet black scenarios, and then everybody's hair falls out and all that kind of stuff. He does all of those, and some of them are just splendid in how horrific they are. Where you'd be like, oh my good God.
I've seen a
But yeah,
couple of
you'd be
those,
like that.
but not that. I need to get that link from you and watch that. I've seen a couple of ones. I mean, then it comes up on Stella's YouTube reel, and I'm like, what the fuck are you watching? But then at the end of the day, I'm like, speaking over and watching. Where the dogs get groomed and that those doggy
Yeah, I love
groomy videos that you watch.
that. Yeah, it's very satisfying.
Yeah, it's very satisfying to Stella, which is an odd word to use in a situation like
It's
that.
calming.
Okay, it's calming. That's
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
The only ones I don't like of those are the ones where it's a wee rescue animal. And the only reason I don't like it is because it makes me cry. More than most humans will ever do, where you're just like, how can people just be so terrible? And just a little bit of TLC changes that wee animal's life entirely. And it, like as Stella was saying, it's a very therapeutic experience to see something that has been so neglected or badly treated be shown some love, care, and attention.
Love you too, the real Gigi. Have a good night. And yeah, Mama, we see ya. Mama's like, big dog, bitch. So, yeah. But I don't know if you got any other words of wisdom to share with our fine folk. Save Jodie Sue Brown.
Oh my good God. I don't know about that. I would happily send in, some sort of sniper team to get Pickles out of there. I think that might need to happen at some point.
We just need to wait for Lisa Jones to get better. She'll handle it. She's got the hazmat suit and everything.
Oh, love you, Lisa Jones. I hope you feel better soon.
So
it's all that freeing the wee everywhere. It's exhausted her, and just splitting herself into 10 million because she was everywhere.
Yeah, there was a
Lisa
lot
Jones
of Lisa
was
Jones.
taking over YouTube. Yeah.
I even saw a super secret Lisa Jones 007. And a Lisa Jones, what the fuck? And I'm not Lisa Jones. And I'm not Lisa Jones 99. Wow, she really has been dividing and conquering.
Oh, that'll wee story will bring us up to the end. Griffey was trying to get me to tell it earlier. Let me take a wee drink of water first because
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Long story, but I'll keep it as short as possible. So, with all the craziness that's been going on the YouTubes, it's hard to know what you're going to open 1 minute to the next in a Discord message. You could go away for a couple of hours or go to sleep for a couple of hours and all hell seems to have opened and craziness is ensuing. Like the messages that I leave for Griffey on a regular basis going, look at this, look at it. So, as part of my pretend to be a functional human, I volunteer for a charity called Samaritans, which is basically mental health style helpline. It's free to call for anybody in the UK, but we get calls from all sorts of places. And the hope is that if somebody is in a situation of desperation, that they will not take the worst possible method to fix that, and that sometimes all you need is somebody to listen to you, whatever the problem is. No judgment, no advice, not trying to fix it. Because we can all fall into that very easily. So that's what I do. So whenever, can you imagine this, guys? I spend hours every week basically being the listener person. So whenever I come on Griffey's panel, I feel like I take a complete 180 and just do a whole lot of talking. Just to make up for it, you know? Balance. Yin and yang.
Yeah.
So I had been in middle shift and I came out the other day. I was waiting for a lift home, standing looking at my phone, flickering messages and stuff. Because we don't have our phones on us, obviously, at the time. You know, kind of distracting if somebody's at their worst moment. Hold on, I'm just checking Facebook. No, you don't do that. So you usually have a lot of messages. Makes it very popular. And Griffey had sent me a little pile of messages of, look at this. And it was screenshot after screenshot after screenshot after screenshot of free the way, sub lives matter, vote for Griffey in various different chats. And I wasn't expecting it at all. I went from a state of what's happening to oh my god, and there's more. Oh my god, and it gets better. Oh my god, and they got kicked out. Oh my god, this is hilarious. I was standing out of the front of the building that I've just spent hours in, trying to be helpful and nice, literally crying with laughter, crossing my legs, hoping that I didn't. Fluids were trying to escape. I was almost freeing the way on the pavement. It was a bad situation. And people were walking. It was one of those moments where people are walking past you looking like, is she quite right in the head? And the answer was no. I wasn't. I had lost my tiny mind. I went pure hysterical. I was in fits the whole way home. It was amusing me greatly. So yeah, I pretty much, I came very close to actually peeing myself. Let's just say, that's probably the nicest way to put it. As close as you could get without there being a terrible situation. Yeah. And it was all your fault, guys. So thanks for that. Cheers.
So yeah, with that.
Yeah.
So that made the day of our dear Lisa Jones and our dear beloved Mama Aquahoma and me. I just went in under my own name in Nicolina's room, and I went in under Jedi Master as well, in true spirit of the Ewok. So getting all those screenshots, sending them to Wee, saying, "Hey, watch this," making her day and almost making her pee herself, and the fact that she admitted that she almost peed herself on the sidewalk made me sit here giggling, and then I had to run for the loo. Otherwise, I would have freed the Wee on my chair. So that just made everybody's day better.
I was literally at that stage, ladies, where you have to stand with your legs close together, you know, like real, and not move, try not to breathe. You can't run to the bathroom. Just stand. Yeah, that little penguin walk. That's what was happening, and I'm like, I'm going. this is going to be terrible. How am I going to get into a car? I will just pee myself on the way in. No, it wasn't good.
Let's see if my car can run on weed.
Waiting for a wee lift.
So,
So
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
if you guys look at it, that was one thing that made all our day so much better just by some people going into a chat like Jody Sue Brown and TM and yeah, it was Jody Sue Brown with TM was Prayer Garden of America. Why am I forgetting some folks? But yeah, it was hilarious. And it was like, this is awesome. We need to do that more. Because the Free the We makes everybody giggle because obviously they're thinking that Free the We is Free the We instead of Free the We out of the closet. And then backing it up with the Sub Lives Matter and the missing blueberry muffin and when are you going live, Sharon? And vote for Griffey and Griffey for president and
Tiny
yeah,
sandwiches.
tiny sandwiches and pizzas.
Yep.
So yeah, I generally
The moral of
applaud.
that story is, even when I was being sensible, doing my civic duty, trying to be a helpful member of society, I almost freed the way in places where it should not be. All because you guys had. And I appreciate it. It was very successful. So thank you.
So yeah, if you guys would like, do that hashtag free the we hashtag sub lives matter and whatever extra hashtag you can think of to add to that, send it out in any chat room you want. Take a screenshot and send it over to me. I'll put it in a little video. We can have some fun.
Oh, and don't forget to go and buy some of Griffey's merch. Even if you've already got 2 pieces or 4 pieces, you need all of the pieces, all of them. In every color, in every size, even ones that are too big and too small. Just get them all of them.
Yes. And request more. Give me some more stuff that you want on shirts. I know Miss Lisa Jones sent me quite a few. She sent me a few a while back and requested them on shirts. Now the one I won't spoiler it before it happens. But the other one is you are not alive to please any of these motherfuckers, which I think is a very, very good thing and should be on a shirt. One other thing that she requested for herself, which I am happy to oblige and make for her, was the shirt. She said, if I ever get murdered, just know that I talked shit to the bitter end. I think I should just add a caption beneath it saying, and please don't tell YouTube. And then the last one, which I think fits me and Stella perfectly, and I think a lot of you others can relate to as well. When I said I liked it rough, I did not mean my whole life.
True. True.
So yeah. But on that note, we love all of you. And thank you very, very much for joining us. We will be back again on Sunday, as always. Let's hope I have a topic of discussion before then. Feel free to send in your requests. Love you lots and have an awesome, awesome rest of your afternoon, evening, morning. Yeah. All of that.
Free the way everywhere.
Free the we everywhere. Some lives matter. Let's stick it to him.
Yeah.
Love
you
y'all.
all.
Love you.